Good day everyone, we are the Group 1 and we are here today to talk to you about understanding leadership. So what is leadership? Leadership captures the essentials of being able and prepared to inspire others. So leadership, the ability of an individual or a group, the influence and guide followers or other members of an organization. Who is a leader? A leader inspires others to act while simultaneously directing the way that they act. So a good leader is passionate about their work or cause, as well as their leadership role. A person who is passionate and dedicated will elicit more open responses. Leaders must be able to inspire and motivate others to take the necessary action or support the cause. So the global leadership attributes. Number 1, self-awareness. Self-awareness is key to becoming an effective global leader by understanding their strengths and weaknesses. Leaders who are self-aware hire people with strengths and in areas where they are weak, and they are more likely to listen to suggestions from people with different viewpoints. And self-awareness is essential for effective leadership. If you are self-aware, it means you have assessed your personality, what motivates you. Number 2, patience. Effective global leaders need to be patient as it reinforces the importance of focusing on long-term outcomes. Patience is a virtue. Improving productivity with patience will pay off in the short and long term. It will also give your teams greater confidence because they will know that their leader is patiently increasing each team member's production. With deliberate direction and patience, you can attain superior results. Number 3, inclusivity. Unleashing innovative ideas, inciting collaboration, and solving problems across multifaceted organization entails embracing input whose cultural background, experience, and personality differs from their own. So inclusive leaders show an ability to identify and learn from the diverse values, attitudes, and behavioral expectations required of various roles, both in their own culture and in the cultural setting in which they operate. Number 4, effective communication. Global leaders need to effectively communicate with everyone in manner conducive to all. This is essential when managing from a distance. So leaders must be skilled communicators who can persuade others. It is critical for leaders and their teams to understand how to communicate effectively, as this will not only assist teams in successfully completing projects, but will also allow business to achieve success and growth. Number 5, creativity. Effective global leaders are innovative and think outside the box. Creativity demonstrating the ability to initiate original and innovative ideas. It is not enough to be creative yourself. Today's leaders must inspire their direct reports to be creative. Leaders need to innovate and inspire.
Number 6 is compassionate. Compassionate is an effective global leaders are compassionate and caring. They are empathetic, genuinely care about their colleagues and mindful of their needs. So when we say compassionate, it motivates people to go out of their way to help the physical, mental, or emotional pains of another and themselves. The next one is the big picture perspective. Having a clear view of the future of the organization is an essential skill for a global leader. So, effective global leaders are always thinking ahead and moving forward. Their extensive industry knowledge enable them to anticipate future trends. Number 8, the inquisitiveness. The best global leaders are curious, have a thirst for knowledge, and open to new experience. Effective global leaders explore and investigate and always ask open-ended why and how questions. The quality of wanting to discover as much as you can about things, sometimes in a way that annoys people. Number 9 is the versatility. Global organizations are ever-changing environments with multi-layer complexities. Effective global leaders need to be not resistant to change and be able to be versatile and adapt to dynamic environments with shifting priorities. The number 10 is the building alliances and partnership. Um, Navigating the complexities in global organizations requires the support and guidance of partnership and alliances. It is an effective global leaders attract support at the highest level through their strong negotiating skill. Number 11 is trustworthy. Global leaders who are trustworthy are well respected. Generally, people who work with others, they feel have integrity and will lead them on the right path. Effective global leaders are viewed as transparent, sincere, dependable, and promise keepers, and uh, are more willing to be more productive working for someone they trust. The last one is the emotional intelligence. Emotional awareness, persistence, and resilience are important traits for global leaders to master, especially stressful circumstances. Effective global leaders are aware of the source of their emotions and are capable of sensing and responding effectively in situations that are emotionally charged. So that's the 12 global leadership attributes.
Dark side of leadership. The first one is insecurities. As a leader, we may be loath to share any chink in the armor. We don't want someone using it against us, so we gloss over our flaws, our lesser skills, and fear. So, giving in to insecurity is really another way of putting yourself first. The second one is perfectionism. Most don't want to admit that their biggest fear is criticism of a job failed in some capacity. Because at their best, perfectionist leader can see their organization's imperfections, works, and team to provide constructive feedback and are relentlessly drive towards a better if it's not perfect. The third one is loneliness. Isolation, not feeling we can share any of our troubles, are spent in mind-numbing contemplations and activities built to relieve stress. But keep our walls intact. This self-imposed way of leading and managing our emotions doesn't serve to mentally or physically, and it doesn't make us authentic in how to deal with others. Feeling isolated and lonely can be especially acute in the early days of being a leader because the pressure is rising and they haven't built support. The fourth one is people pleasing. This is how often do we give to get. Nothing authentic there. People pleaser leader tend to waffle, try to please everyone, and don't make decisions easily for fear of disappointing someone. Even though people pleaser view their words through his rough tense, some positive behaviors often emerge. Victimization. Unfortunately, our society is built on a drama triangle. We switch notes depending on situations. A victim leadership mentally means that you believe that everything is happening to you. You feel that you're unable to do anything about your situations.
Number 6 is disempowerment. Dictatorship, unabridged criticism, taking others' personal power away or anything which lead to ill will, resentment, disenfranchisement, and a huge lack of creativity is not good for business. Disempowerment, the forcible denial by one or more persons in a position of power over the rights and choices of another person or group. Examples: withholding from a patient relevant information and or excluding that person from decision making about emotional, physical, intellectual, social, economic, or cultural aspects of his or her own life. Number 7 is manipulation. So, innocent or guilty, some of us think we're not purposely manipulating others, but at the base of most strategies is a way to get others to do our bidding. Meaning, controlling someone or something to your own advantage, often unfairly or dishonestly. The next one is driven to prove. This is not passion, creativity, or anything, which feels good. This comes from a state of luck. So, if we want to prove something to anyone, we're looking for validation, and approval from another source. Number 9 is the lack of trust. It starts with us. We don't trust ourselves. We second guess our decisions, or we overthink every possible outcome. We don't trust life or others to cooperate. So we don't actually believe deep down inside that we're capable and we will be found out. Number 10 is arrogance. This is truly boring because confident people do not need validation from others. So exaggerating or disposed to exaggerate one's own worth or importance often by an overbearing manner. The last one is the inauthenticity. This is just a surface as to what makes for leadership that is short-sighted, stressful, and full-blown rather than value. So it is start within each of us. The dark side of leadership is not an external issue. So that's the 11 dark side of leadership.